feel being a part of one of the most legendary verses with West Coast own Snoop Dogg and the late great DMX?
Man, to be a part of the verses, getting that call from Snoop Dogg was very, very dope, man. I was really happy. And at first I thought not Wiz, but the homie Swiss Beats was going to DJ for DMX, but Snoopy told me like, nah, man, you're gonna DJ for us both.
Yeah.
I thought that was an incredible moment to my legacy.
Yeah.
I never met him until then, and
that's dope.
I love his spirit, his contribution. I'm glad I was able to be a part of his legacy, as well as him being a part of mine, or all of ours collectively, and the world. You know, especially Tim and Tim and Swiss. They did their thing.
Yeah.
And the fact that it gravitated to the West was a beautiful thing, because that was the first verses that gravitated this way. People have been already egging on me and quick.
Yeah, I was gonna ask you, who would you want
to battle and all these things.
That would be dope right there, man.
I mean, people wanted for what they wanted for it, but if it happens, it happens.
Yeah.
I'm really satisfied that it happened the way it did with me and Snoop and DMX. That, to me, is what I want to be a part of. It's got to be tasteful like that. I think I might do it one more time. I ain't gonna say who it's with, but it's with someone hella legendary in music. And
that Snoop and X-Men was one of my favorites. For sure.
It really was, because we watched Snoopy be a host. We watched him be a man with great hospitality and leading and captivating the moment. And that just says why he's the leading ambassador, like he is, of the West Coast, as a voice for us over here. That's like our mayor of hip hop on this side, as well as the Bay as well. We definitely got Too Short and E40, and Q, which brings me to the new group that I'm producing with them called Mount Westmore. Too Short, E40, Snoop, and Ice Cube. I think that's a unique dynamic. Spun from the question, how we have these leaders right now who are still inspiring people to be the best that they can. You would think that we washed up, but we holding on to the torch. This is a lane we have ourselves. So, I'm glad to be a part of that. From the verses, all that was an inspiration for us to come together, and do something impactful to keep the legacy of entertainment and West Coast contribution to hip hop alive.
I've noticed that you go on live on IG while working on music. Do you enjoy letting people see you create?
I think it's important for them to see me live on Instagram, because I am a brand, I am approachable, I am current, I am blessed, I am talented, and I have information, and I have motivation and ambitions to educate the young and my peers, let them know that I still want this, and I have something for you. And some won't have the opportunity to be in the room with me. Unfortunately, because of this COVID shit that's jumping off, I would have had a hands-on class, maybe through the 1500 or Nothing Academy.
Yeah, that would have been dope.
That would have been dope, and it still can happen.
Yeah, for sure.
And I was glad to be able to do that.
Yeah, I love y'all IG lives, man. They dope as hell. If you were not creating music, what do you think you'd be doing for a living?
I think I would be a teacher.
Okay.
I have so much information, and I'm still a student. So I look for education all the time. I learn from the young youth that really want it. And I have my offsprings, whether they're my own biological kids, as well as other people's kids. I'm always inspiring, seeing their ambitions and anything I could do. I think I would be a teacher, though.
Most definitely. Coming up in the generation you came up in, how important was it to you to have your own identity as far as your sound goes?
Yes, coming up as a kid, it was important that I have my own identity, because we had this thing called biting, taking a bite off someone's originality and not identifying your own. You know, my mother and father conceived me. I'm one of a kind because of both of their makeup and both of their upbringing and take on life. You know, and what I have tailored to myself and for myself is one like no other. You know, it's how I feel as a human being, in my mind, my heart, my soul, and the information that's given to me and how I apply it different. And I knew coming into this game that I couldn't sound like Dre, or I couldn't sound like totally just emulate another person's get down and think that I'm gonna get in this game doing the same thing that they do. Only thing we do the same is make music the same, but how we make it is different. Our interpretation and vision is different, and it should be. That's the only way you can distinguish who's who. That's why we can name all these different great athletes and actors, because they one of a kind. It's not another Denzel, it's not another Ludacris, or it's not another Battlecat. It's some Battlecat sound alike, and that's cool. You know, to be inspired by me, but you still should take when you borrow or take from something, you should still pay homage, respect it, admit where it came from, and showcase your contribution to it. And yours should, to me, be at least 90, 98, 99% of you with some type of influence. Don't let my influence be 70% and then yours is only 30. That's not cool at all. Meaning taking a lot of the expressions and elements of mine and using the majority of mine to make yours. That's not cool, you know. You know, for you to be a product, a brand, you know, with distribution and manufacturings of your product, you know, you got to put forth your vision, your inner self into it. Because if you don't, you know, it's just, you know, when you know what'll happen. You know, it's sad that the young generation doesn't police and help sniff out like, hey homie, you biting, you know, that shit ain't cool and we ain't buying your shit, you know. But you have a community of our young youth that like anything goes, and if it's no consequences, then fuck it, we gonna keep doing it until y'all answer us. You know what I'm saying? But I ain't seen no one plaque with my sound. I ain't seen no one do super great things yet to where it's like, hey cat, you know, damn man, you know, you need to go see that guy. I had a few people approach me about some records that they did. I don't want to say no names, but they didn't do right. They didn't go through the proper channels to get it cleared. Credit wasn't there for me being a part of the record, and they act like it was an original composition, like it was theirs, and you can't do that. You know, you got young artists that don't know no better because the producer made the track. And it's like, look, I didn't know, I sing. But I think you guys as an artist has got to take more responsibility in educating yourself. Like, hey, is that a copy of someone else's music? That kind of sound like we need to fix that. Or who do we go to properly get this cleared or licensed? And it's good to hear how I'm speaking about it now.
Are we rolling?
Yeah.
So I guess we can just go into this last question. Is there anything you wanted to let people know?
Yes, man. Just gather the right company around you. You know, don't have some patience. You know, to not have no patience will interfere with your desires and your journey that you have, that you want to, you know, be a part of, or you want to come to fruition, come to reality. Pick up the latest edition of the music industry book. I think it's by Donald Passman, called Everything You Need to Know About the Business. I want you guys to understand that and read it inside out, just like how you fuck with what you fuck with repetitiously every day. You know, you're smoking every day, you fuck on the video games every day, you trapping every day. Take some of that same ambition and drive and put it toward that book. You want to have an extensive vocabulary and diverse your language in the art of doing business or even hustling. You know, it's good to, you know, go back and get a trade or two so you can be able to diversify your portfolio and have a chance in life. Don't be afraid of being around someone smarter than you.
Mm-hmm.
You know, I thank you all for following my positive footsteps in this music industry and how I carry myself whenever you see me. I think it's important to be approachable, be aware, be cautious, love on your family, and man, I look to see you guys to the top.
Most definitely. All right, Cat, man, thank you for sitting down with us at Projects in Politics, man.
Yeah.
Love to have you again. Appreciate it.